struggle with texture, dry skin, and hyperpigmentation, especially as a brown or olive skin person, then this is the video for you. I'm at a really good place with my skincare routine, and I haven't done a video on my skincare in years, so I wanted to get this out to you guys right away. My name is Sylvie. I'm a freelance makeup artist, and I believe that no amount of makeup looks as great as having a great skincare routine and your skin properly prepped. In this video, I'm going to go over my morning skincare routine and my nighttime skincare routine. It is nighttime and I'm about to take all this makeup off. I will show you guys what I use for my morning skincare and talk about them, and then I will actually demo my nighttime skincare routine for you. So I want us to get started, but before we do, I just want to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when my videos go up, and do give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out in the algorithm. Now, to talk about my skin, I have extremely dry skin. I'm talking if I put no product on my face whatsoever, if I just wash my face and let it air dry, my skin would feel so parched and tight. So it is extremely important for me to hydrate very well. In the morning, because my skin is so dry, I don't use a cleanser or face wash. If you already have dry or mature skin and you use cleanser or face wash in the morning, it will strip your face of its natural oils, and you do not want to start off like that. I typically just start off my mornings by splashing some warm water on my face and wake my skin up a bit, and then I pat my skin dry. You always want to pat, you don't want to rub aggressively because your skin is delicate. The first product I go in with in the morning is my Sue Revitalizing Rose Mist. You don't want to go in with your serums and moisturizer on just dry skin. Slightly damp skin really helps to absorb all of your products. This is why I love to start with a face mist. I actually found this one on Amazon by fluke. I was just looking for different facial mists, and I was looking for one specifically with glycerin in it, which this one has. I sort of just looked at the reviews to see if people liked it, and a lot of people had good things to say about this, so I gave it a try. This is my second bottle. Glycerin really helps to deeply hydrate your skin, and as well, rose water is one of the most lovely hydrating ingredients for your skin. It is very soothing. This one has rose water, aloe, squalane, vitamins, and glycerin. So I love that I'm starting off my routine with a spray that is jam-packed with good ingredients. The reason why I love this spray so much is when I spray it, it literally feels like my skin is drinking up all this water. It really feels so good on the skin whenever I spray it, but first thing in the morning, it just wakes me right up and makes me feel like, My second step is I always like to go in with a serum. I used to be really into the ordinary serums, which were like the single ingredient serums, and they did work really well for me, but as I've spent some years, I just didn't want to use like 5 different serums to get what I needed. So I started looking for serums that have multiple active ingredients in them so they can work together at the same time, and it cuts down my skincare routine. I recently just got this ample end peptide shot from Yes Style. I've been so into Korean skincare products lately because they're like next level in formulation while being so affordable. This one I was actually sent from the website Yes Style, where you can get all the Korean skincare products, hair care products. So this is what the product looks like. It's a clearish golden liquid with all these like little specks in them that actually dissolve when you rub them in, and that is what it looks like. So it's just very smoothing and hydrating on the skin. It sinks in, it's not sticky feeling, it just feels really smooth and fresh. Next up, I like to lock in all that hydration with a good moisturizer. I always tend to use a richer hydrating face cream. I'm not very particular about face creams. I like anything from La Roche-Posay to like Nivea, the cream in the blue tin, but right now I recently just picked up a bunch of these travel sizes of the Laneige water intensive cream. This one I also picked up from Yes Style. It's a beautiful rich cream. It doesn't feel greasy on the skin like my Nivea one does, but it really does feel like intense hydration without making my skin feel sticky or greasy. And then last step, every single morning, you want to make sure this is the step that you do not miss. Even if you haven't added hydration to your skin, if you just have I'm so sorry guys, but some parts of this video did not record, so I'm gonna have to do a voiceover. As I was saying, if there was one skincare product that you should have in your routine, it should be sunscreen. The sun is the #1 aging factor for our skin. Finally found a couple sunscreens that I love. A couple things I hate about sunscreens is how thick and greasy they feel on the skin, and they look really awkwardly shiny, like you put a lot of oil on your face. The other thing being that none of them were quite hydrating enough. And of course, if you have brown or olive skin tones, you have been terrorized by the white cast and the ashy skin that so many sunscreens seem to leave behind, even if they're not mineral sunscreens. I finally found two sunscreens that I love that are lightweight, hydrating, don't feel grossly greasy or anything on the skin, and blend in seamlessly. First one I picked up was this Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense Sunscreen. This has 50 SPF. This one is pretty much completely empty. I'll show you the little bit I have left here. It's like this beautiful nude color. It doesn't actually have a tint to it. This is just what it looks like. And it feels so lightweight and so moisturizing, just like a really lovely lotion. And when you blend it out, it's just blended out perfectly. It doesn't leave too much of a sheen or anything. You just get this really lovely natural glow. The second sunscreen that I love that I've already talked about in a few videos is the Heimish Artless Glow Tinted Sunscreen in 50 SPF. This one was sent to me by Heimish with a couple other products, and I loved everything, but especially this tinted sunscreen. This one actually does have a slight tint to it. It's meant to be kind of glowy, and it adds a beautiful filtered look to your skin. It's going to be really, really lightweight, even more lightweight than the Neutrogena one. Gosh, even just blending this in feels like the most lovely hydrating lotion, and it just feels nice and cooling on the skin, and you can see this beautiful glow that it leaves behind. And when it's on the skin, it just looks amazingly filtered, like you put a pearly glowy base on the skin. Whenever I put this on, I don't even need to add foundation to my face. I can just wear concealer and it looks amazing. So that's my morning skincare routine. Let's move on to getting all this makeup off with my nighttime routine. First step, get all your hair out of your face. I like to do a double cleanse for my makeup. I don't like going in straight with just a cleanser. I don't believe it gets off all your makeup properly unless you're using like a really harsh sudsy cleanser. I've used a bunch of different cleansing oils in the past and they've been okay, but the one that I'm really enjoying right now is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Cleansing Oil. This one feels really lightweight but still moisturizing, and it breaks down the makeup in a really lovely way. This one I also got from YesStyle. So the thing with cleansing oils is they're not just an oil that you put on your face. They are meant to break down your makeup, but they also wash off completely without leaving an oily residue. So I'm just taking all the oil on my hand and I'm gonna go in and start getting that on my face. I'm not rubbing too hard, but I am going over those areas where I have the most powder. So this is gonna loosen your mascara a bit. So when I get to my eyes, I'm just doing this motion. I'm not really tugging or pulling too much, and even with my lashes I'm just moving down like this and then moving back up. Now the next step that you're going to do is take literally a tiny drop of water in your hands, rub it around, put it on your face. This is going to emulsify that oil and further activate the ingredients to really break down your makeup. And you really want to now start massaging your pores or anywhere where you would get clogged skin, and this really gets all that debris and dirt off and out of your pores. I'm gonna go rinse that off and I'll be right back. When I'm rinsing that off, I do like to go in and do this to my lashes to really break down that mascara, so most of that mascara is gone. The next step is my cleanser. You want to pick your cleanser based on your skin type. I have very dry skin. I like to go in with like a cream cleanser. One that I'm using right now is this Thayer's Hydrating Milky Cleanser. I don't notice anything extraordinary in particular about it. This just feels like any other cream cleanser to me, and I found this on sale, so this is the one that I got. I haven't dried my face. My face is still damp, so I like to take that in and now start doing the same thing with this cleanser. And because you did an oil cleanse first, this cleanser is just going to do whatever remaining bit is left and gently get that off. I'm gonna go wash that off right now. So that is what my bare face looks like with no makeup on. My nighttime routine is not all that different from my daytime one. I'm gonna use a lot of the same products. Going in with that Sue Rose Mist. That's how much I normally put on. It's a lot, but it feels so good. So because I always get carried away with the spray, once I spray it, I'll just like walk around and do a couple other tasks while this sort of sinks into my skin. You always want to pat in your mists and serums and lightweight products. And then while my skin is still slightly damp, I'm going in with the Ampoule N peptide shot, and I pretty much take that whole syringe and I rub that into my hands. First, I disperse that all over my skin and down my neck. You always want to take your products down your neck too, because your neck will also show signs of aging at about the same rate, or I think it's actually faster. Once that product is on your face, then you can gently pat it in. After the serum is where my routine tends to change up from night to night. So I have a 3-night cycle. The first night I will use a chemical exfoliant. My favorite ingredient personally is glycolic acid, but I ran out of that one and I picked up a different one that I wanted to try out. On night 2, I like to go in with my retinol. If you don't know already, retinol is the gold standard in anti-aging skincare. Retinol is essentially topical vitamin A. They initially created it to treat voiceover here again. So essentially it was created to treat acne, but what they found as a side effect was that people were starting to get less and less wrinkles. Their cells were starting to turn over and regenerate faster, and they were starting to see more anti-aging benefits. I learned all about retinol from Susan Yara from her Mixed Makeup channel, so if you guys want to learn more about it, go ahead and follow her over there. I used to use retinols from the brand The Ordinary, but lately the retinol that I have been into is from the skincare brand founded by Susan Yara. It is her brand Naturium, and I use the retinaldehyde 0.05%. There are a lot of different types of retinols in the market, retinol derivatives, but tretinoin is the prescription version of retinol. And then you have somewhere in between, which is the retinaldehyde. It works a little bit more efficiently than retinols, but also it's not as intense as the tretinoin, which can cause a bit of a purge, a bit of getting used to, and skin going through an adjustment period, which is why I love the retinaldehyde. I have been using retinols for years, so I started with the gentle retinols and I worked my way up to this one so my skin doesn't get irritated as much. This is one of the key products that have improved my skin tone, texture, wrinkle prevention. In addition to glycolic acid and niacinamide, retinol was one of the ingredients that I noticed made a huge difference for my hyperpigmentation. So I used to have a lot more hyperpigmentation around my mouth and around my eyes. If I actually get close and illuminate in the light better, why didn't I just set up my light like this? So if I get better centered in the light and I'm not getting the shadows from above, you can see that I don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation around my eyes. I mean, it's still a little bit, but it doesn't take me using an intense color corrector to cover up my dark circles. On a day-to-day basis, I'm actually really happy just like doing my brows and adding some lip color and walking out of the house. This is what my skin looks like and my skin tone and pigmentation. To me, it's personally not that bad compared to what I started with. So I like to take about a couple pumps in my hand and I will rub that over my face. And you want to be careful not to go around your eyes unless you're specifically using one formulated for the eyes, because the skin around your eyes are thinner and a bit more sensitive, so you don't want to get irritation or burning when you do use retinol for a while. So I bring it up to about here, and then minuscule amounts of it migrate up sometimes, and that's what gives it the effect underneath where my dark circles seem to diminish more. That is a really nice one because it does feel like a lightweight lotion. So retinol is day 2. On day 3, I don't use any irritating products like glycolic acid or retinol. I just use a moisturizer to let my skin rest and breathe so I don't end up aggravating it by using those intense actives too many days in a row. After using my retinol, I like to seal everything in with my moisturizer, so I am going to go in with that Laneige Water Bank Intensive Cream. So frustrating, my light just died. I should have charged it, but whatever, we're at the end anyway, so bear with me. So I take about that much of my intensive Laneige Water Bank Cream. This is always my favorite part, is sealing everything in with a hydrating cream. A few things I've tried from Laneige so far have been so luxurious feeling and good, and I don't need to use as much cream of this as I would with like a drugstore cream. Since it's summer, I will usually leave my skincare here at nighttime, but if it's winter time or my skin needs a little extra love, I will go in with about 1 drop of jojoba oil, whatever brand you like. This is just the one that I like to use. I just found it at Walmart. Since it's summertime, I'm not going to put this on my face. I will leave my face as is with just that. I also have extremely dry lips. In the morning time, what I love to use right now, the Aquaphor Lip Repair. This is for extremely dry lips. This is a little bit more intense than the regular Aquaphor Balm, and I find that it just really does an amazing job at keeping my lips not chapped during the day. But when it comes to nighttime, I love using the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is a viral lip product, but it really is special. It's got vitamin C and ingredients that kind of make your lips smooth and hydrated as you're sleeping. So when you wake up to like beautiful lips. And again, this is a sample size that I just ordered off of YesStyle. I will link YesStyle down below. I also have a discount code with them if you want to use them to get money off the products. They always have incredible sales going on, so that's like money off on top of money off. And no, this is not sponsored at all. I'm just really loving my Korean skincare right now, and this is what I've been using for the past months. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a tiny bit of that Laneige lip mask. So I just took my camera to where there's a little bit of better lighting so you can see what my skin actually looks like. So this is what my skin looks like. I'm really happy with where it's at. I'm happy with all my products. And I'm always switching up my products and trying new things. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok where I update all the new skincare stuff that I'm trying and how it's working. Generally, I've had a pretty good experience. I haven't had that many bad skincare products. I feel like as long as you're getting the ingredients that you need, skincare doesn't have to be that complicated and also not that expensive. Honestly, just go get these ingredients from the drugstore or the Korean skincare websites. It's so affordable. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching me get unready and barefaced with you before bed. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!